Hello everybody, and thank you so much for coming back and joining me on my YouTube channel Angie B Crafts. So I am doing No Spend May, but I've had a delivery, and that's because, if this is what I think it is, I thank Mr. Tim Holtz for doing his release in April, because inside here I do believe is his newly released products, but I haven't opened it, so I thought I'd open it with you guys. Now I know I've ordered something else in here because obviously this is a bit big just for a few range of products, and I've actually just spotted on the side of the box what it might be. I tip this up, don't know if you can see that, it says Dilutions Flip Journal. Now, I know I've been looking at them, but in all honesty, I'm not sure I can't remember whether I definitely ordered it, but it's possible that's what this is. I think it might be. I seem to recall, I'm terrible, aren't I? I seem to recall that I did actually order a new journal, because my Dilutions journal is getting a little bit on the full side. I'm going to end up chopping my fingers off, I think, in the process of this. There we go. Right, so here we have, it's from Art from the Heart, nice little card. I do like that. And yes, I did. Right, so I have ordered in the fabulous new colour of Salvaged Patina. I've gone for Distress Ink, Oxide Spray, Spray Stain, and a Reinker. So that's more than I usually get of any one given colour in a go, but I really like what this does, and I love the patina effect on things. So quite a lot of what I do is rust and things like that, or metallic, and I just think the patina is going to be amazing on it. So I'm really excited by the little Reinker. I don't have any of the Reinkers, I've never had one of these before, so this is a first. But what I'm thinking with this is that I'm actually going to be able to dribble it down things and get a really nice effect, which is going to be slightly different from the stain. I do like my other inks, my other pipette inks, so I'm hoping that's going to be similar. And I'm just going to turn this so you can see. So you've got the green here, but if you turn it you can actually see the fabulous bluey colour that's going to be there as well. I don't know if you can see it now, you can't see any better on the back, but it's a gorgeous blue colour, and then as that mixes, the whole thing's going to become greeny blue. And obviously we've just got the standard distress stain, fabuloso, and the distress ink. And the other thing that I got was, in fact, as the box suggested, a Dilutions Flip Journal. So this is a big one. The other Dilutions journal that I've got is A4, which I think this is probably A4 sized. Let's see if I've got a piece of A4 paper somewhere. Oh, she says, and then looks up at her shelf of paper. Of course I do, I have loads of it. So yeah, I think the pages, if I open this, it's one of the things I love about the Dilutions is the band. Right, let's open this up. If you haven't seen the Dilutions journals, they're really good. They come with this little envelope at the front for you to actually put, if I just take this cover off, you get this lovely cover on, but it does get in the way. So you get this that you can then use the back of as well, which is really good. But you get this fab envelope that you can put, if you're working on a project, you can actually have the stuff in there and then just tie it off, which I'm struggling to do with that hand. There we go. You can just tie it off like that, and then the stuff's secure in there, so it's ready for you to work on. But yeah, this is A4, so that's an A4 piece of paper. So it's just shy lengthways of A4, but widthways it's bang on. So it's a good sized journal, but I like the fact that it's actually in landscape rather than in portrait. And I know you can always turn your books, but sometimes having it this way, it gives you, well, doing this gives you a much longer, much wider area to work with. Just looking, that's There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit brighter for you. So yeah, and the other thing with these papers are quite thick. It's almost, well, it is a card. I don't know whether it's got the GSM on here or not. I think because it's made in America, it's not going to have GSM on. No, it doesn't. But it is a thick card. I mean, it is actually, you could easily make a card out of it. There's several different signatures. So if you find one of these, oops, there's my wire, is getting a little bit fat, you can actually remove the signatures. So I'm looking forward to this. And it also has this lovely spine with a bit cut out, and I love that, because if you end up with a series of them, you can actually easily get them off your shelf, which I think is brilliant. So this is the Dilutions journal. They have this wonderful elastic on them. I love it. I'm really looking forward to getting started in that. The last while I've been using Pink Pig journals, and I love my Pink Pig journals, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love them, but I think this is, because it's a continuous sheet, as I open it up, it's going to give me a really good opportunity to do some long pieces, which is something I don't currently have. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, what I'm going to do is get a piece of card, and I'm going to have a quick play. So these were proving difficult to open, so I've gone off and opened them off camera, and I'm just going to now pop them down onto my piece of white card. This is just super smooth card. So this is just the ordinary distress ink. I've chosen to apply it with an egg, which, if you hadn't seen these eggs, they're pretty cool. I've got several ways that I tend to apply inks from an ink pad, and I tend to go through phases as to which ones I like, but I do like these eggs. These ones I think are just a makeup sponge, which, actually no, I tell a lie, this one isn't a makeup sponge. These ones are makeup sponges. They tend to not last as long, but the actual crafting sponges tend to last really, really well. Right, so we've now got this fabulous colour. I mean, that's just, it's beautiful. I'm not sure that the camera shows it up as amazing as it is. It's actually really, really green. Right, let's see what happens when we just pop a little bit of water on. So we all know that distress inks react with water. So what happens with these ones? Right, I've popped some on, lift it off, and we get a nice little mottle there. I like it. Right, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put the water, actually no, I'm going to put the ink down. I'm using the Reinker. As I say, this is the first time I've ever owned a Reinker, so I'm a bit curious as to how this is going to work, but let's give it a go. Oh, look at that colour. That is gorgeous. Now we've almost got a little bit of an island there, haven't we? So what's gone on is where I put the ink down, it's formed an island, so it's almost soaked through. Oh, that colour is stunning. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Right, so we can use a Reinker. We can also run it, which is one of the things that I love about inks, is when you run them. Let's see if we can start some more runs. If we want to get more, we can just add more water, and we get these beautiful runs. Oh, I love that colour. It is fabulous. I think there's very few of the distress ink colours that I've thought, you know what, that's not for me. This one is definitely for me. It's definitely for me. Right, I'm going to go with the Oxide now. So if you don't know about distress oxides, they're a chalky paint. They are a dye and a pigment together, so they've somehow in their magic managed to amalgamate a dye and a pigment, so it's giving a very different feel. You get this amazing chalkiness, so you can see this is the same colour, and you can see we get a very, very different response to it there. That is, oh, I think that's gorgeous. Right, I want to add some water to this just to see how this is. Oops. Again, what you get when you add water to the distress ink, to the oxide, sorry, is this amazing chalky split of colour. So once that's dried off, you're going to get almost a two-tone. It's like a 2-for-1 in the colour stakes. And then we have just the ordinary Distress Stain Spray, which again, that is very similar to this because it's effectively a very similar product. What I am going to do is come back in to the initial bit and see if I can just darken that up any and just see what happens. Yeah, we're getting it darker there. So yeah, I'm loving it. But one thing that I want to do, I've seen this on some people's work and I'm sure they did it more technically than this, but I'm just going to amalgamate the two colours. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I love those colours together. This, sorry, I didn't show you which one this was. This is Crackling Campfire. This is potentially going to become one of my all-time favourite colours. It is gorgeous. It's just got this amazing redness that, I mean, when you're mixing it, because we've got some of the green on this, we're getting this beautiful brown with greens and reds, and oh. And then if you look at it here, it's giving you very much the rust effect. And then up here we've got some of just the Crackling Campfire, but as it borders on, and the splats that we're getting here, they are just, oh, it's just gorgeous. I love it. But this Crackling Campfire is stunning. I think I might have to order some of the other products in Crackling Campfire. At the minute I only have the Distress Stain and the ink pad. I don't have any of the others. Right, let's add that in here. Oh, it's just gorgeous. I mean, just the way that changes the colour is stunning. Right, so do I like the new colour from Reinker, from Tim Holt's collection, which is called Salvaged Patina? That is a definitive, oh yes I do. I absolutely love it. So these are the ones that I've got. There's several other products out there as well. You've got your Distress Oxide ink pad, you've got your glaze. I've never used any of the glazes, so I can't tell you whether or not they're any good. Please have a look at other people's sites. I don't know. They do look good, but it's just not something that I've gotten into yet. There's a yet there. I think it may well come. So I would highly recommend this colour. I would also highly recommend the Crackling Campfire and the Dina Waitley journal I love, and I'm looking forward to making a start on some large pictures. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing these new colours, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.